Here is my December 2020 manifestation results. I am sharing the results from my monthly reflection session in this business manifestation results report. I share my new blog traffic and income report, evidence log, goals update, milestones met, and mindset breakthroughs. Today I am bringing you the third installment of my brand new series to start sharing a report on my monthly manifestation results with you. In this report, I am going to share the evidence log of what has been manifesting this month, including everything I manifested or achieved during the month, an income report, an update on the 3G goals that I set for the month and whether or not I achieved them, my deepest feelings about how the month went. I analyse what worked, what didn't work, and what needs to be improved, how I can be more productive, and whether or not I stuck to my commitments. Today, I'm hoping that you will be motivated enough to work on your own goals after hearing how I work on my goals. You will be interested in starting your own monthly manifestation report because it is very motivating, and you will see how to work through mindset issues to improve your belief system. And please note that it is my aim for you to use my results as a manifestation model to show you how to take inspired action to manifest your own desires. And you can apply what I'm about to share with you to inspire yourself to complete any of your own passion projects. And as I share my own report, I want you to notice if you are thinking any negative thoughts about yourself, such as, I could never achieve all of that in just 1 month. And I call these negative feelings disbelief because you don't believe in your own success. And I have a whole section on how to reject disbelief in my book, Stamp Goals. And this is part of the process of achieving the goals that you have set for yourself. We all know of people who started making 5 or 6 figures in the first or second months of starting a business. I'm sure you've pretty much heard lots of success stories just like this, and it can set yourself up for disappointment basically when you hear these stories and you think, wow, that's what I am going to expect myself. And I myself have previously had that kind of success with my first business, but not necessarily a lot of my other businesses that I've started, so it's not always typical to have that kind of success. And right now, this new brand, this kathkyle.com brand, has not taken off in a big way just yet. But despite this, I am not giving up. And I know that all businesses and personal journeys are completely different. So you can't compare your journey to somebody else's journey. You can't compare your third business to your first business. They are all totally different. So I'm just being completely honest with you and showing you that although things can start off small, I have complete certainty and expectation that they will increase in a big way in the future. My name is Kath Kyle and I'm the author of Stamp Goals book, and I'm so happy that you're here. I help content creators and change makers manifest business success through spirituality, self-belief, and strategy. And I help you master your marketing, manifestation, and money mindset. And as I'm going through this report, I would love to know what you liked about it or how it could be improved. So let me know by leaving a comment on my blog, on my YouTube channel, or sending me a DM on Instagram at Kath_Kyle. So why am I sharing my goals and income reports? So here are all of the reasons that I'm sharing my monthly manifestation report with you, even though I'm committing to sharing my income every month. It does scare me quite a lot, I've got to admit it. I feel like it is putting some pressure on me because I don't really want to report on revenue that is decreasing or revenue that isn't exactly where I want it to be. But I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone because I know that in the future these first manifestation results reports that I did are going to be very motivating because it's going to show what my mindset was when I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. And this is actually the key to success, is if you can believe in your business and your future success while you don't have the current evidence, then that will motivate you to continue and not to give up. And that's what we all want, is not to give up. because you won't have success at all if you give up, and that is the only marker of a failure is if you completely give up. Everything else is you are still on the right path. So here are the reasons. I want to motivate you to manifest your own success, work on your own business goals, and enjoy the process. I want to hold myself accountable to working on my own business goals every month. I want to encourage you to start your own monthly manifestation report, because then you can hold yourself accountable to your own success. I want to be completely honest with you and show you that things aren't always perfect and I don't always hit all of my own goals. My mindset isn't always positive, but I am optimistic that my results will keep on improving, and in time you will see that commitment and self-belief are some of the biggest determining factors in your own success. And I want to share my mindset and belief system with you and how I work through my disappointments when I don't achieve my own goals, so you can get an example of how to work through your own challenges and avoid giving up altogether. Before I share my results with you, I want to highlight the importance of planning your success before you review your success. So I will be sharing my in-depth monthly planning session with you at the start of the month. So stay tuned for that. And if you can't wait that long, then you can grab a copy of my Stamp Goals book, as my planning system is one of the items in the book bonus bundle. So let's look at the first part, which is the success evidence log. The success evidence log involves making a list of any achievements to celebrate, and there are 3 categories of the success evidence log. Number 1, manifestation milestones met. Number 2, tons done and success rituals achieved. And number 3, mindset breakthroughs. So let's look at each one in turn. The manifestation milestones met. These are things that happened that you didn't have control over that you can be grateful for, such as revenue earned and followers and subscribers gained. And here's everything that I manifested this month. All of my social media followers increased, which is fabulous. My Facebook likes increased from 60 to 64. My Pinterest followers increased from 448 to 563. My Instagram followers increased from 109 to 124. My TikTok followers increased from 749 to 783. I've got 2 YouTube accounts, one for long content and one for short content, and my long content account followers increased from 18 to 25. My YouTube long content account views increased from 87 to 94. My YouTube Shorts account followers increased from 6 to 59. My YouTube Shorts account views increased from 6 to 7,600, which is a lot of, that's a really big jump there. My podcast downloads increased from 54 to 76. My email subscribers increased from 381 to 457. My website visitors increased from 5,461 to 6,548, and my blog traffic increased from 8,669 to 10,530, and that means my total audience size increased from 7,374 to 8,647, and I also sold 4 different Kath Kyle products. So as you can see that a lot of people these days focus on Instagram followers, and that is the marker of success. But as you can see, I've only got 124 Instagram followers, but I do have an audience size of 8,647 because most of my audience are coming from my website. They're coming to my website, they're finding my blog posts. So everybody's got different ways of getting views on their content, and it is going to be different for everybody. Some people's Instagram is going to be very successful and they don't get any traffic to their blog. So everybody's different. So that's why you can't really compare your followings to somebody else and think that you're not going to be successful, because it just doesn't work like that. There's so many different ways that you can gain followers and customers. So now let's look at the tons done and success rituals. Tons done and success rituals achieved is a list of everything that you did to move your business forward this month. Tons done are single one-off tasks, and success rituals are things that you repeat over and over. So here's what I achieved this month. I created 9 videos, 9 podcasts, 9 blog posts, and social media posts for Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok for every day of December. I created 31 new short videos for TikTok, Pinterest, Instagram stories and reels, and YouTube shorts. I did morning and evening routines every day. I did my monthly stamp planning, monthly reflection, which is this process that we're going through right now, my content planning session, and my financial review session. I created a goal setting workshop to walk people through setting their 3G goals for their business. I published my Stamp Goals book on Amazon in Kindle and paperback formats. I paid someone on Fiverr to convert my book to a paperback version. I created a new product page for kathkyle.com. I wrote an email launch sequence for January to see my Stamp Goals book. I created some ads for my Stamp Goals book to display on my own website. I promoted my new book. I wrote a new email marketing welcome series, and I created a new email automation for my goals planning workshop. And if you want links to any of this stuff that I have created, then you can go and look at the blog post. There will be a link to the blog post surrounding this content, so go and click on that and you will see all of the links to everything that I am talking about and have created. So what were my mindset breakthroughs? Mindset breakthroughs are focused on what improvements you made in terms of your belief system. What did you discover and learn or remember this month that you might have forgotten? So here are the mindset breakthroughs and insights that I have had this month. Although I don't have very many money mindset blocks, a fear of not making enough revenue has been keeping me stuck this month. My revenue for all of my businesses in total has been static for a really long time now. So what lesson could I need to learn from this so I could move forward? And a lesson that I need to learn is that I need to trust God will always provide everything I need. I have had all of my needs met and more for a really long time now, and still I have allowed my mindset to be filled with fear around not having enough money. I have also noticed that I am still dreading the first of every month because I'm worried about doing my finances, because I am assuming that there will never be enough revenue earned because my sales never look high as the month goes on. Whenever I get sales, I have noticed that I often feel a feeling of relief before I feel gratitude. And I was thinking that relief was a very positive emotion, but then when I thought about it, I thought actually relief is not a helpful emotion, because you are only ever relieved when you first of all expected that something worse that didn't turn out to be the case was going to happen. And I need to get into an expectation of receiving and feel gratitude for that instead of feeling relief that, oh thank goodness, the worst didn't happen. And I've also noticed that although I feel very responsible with my business finances, I haven't been keeping up to date with my personal finances because my husband has the primary responsibility for that. And we used to have these monthly financial meetings, but since we moved into this new house, this has fallen by the wayside for some reason. So I've made a point of asking him for monthly updates so I can keep my mindset in the right place with my personal finances as well as my business finances. And I've also been getting some great insights for regular content ideas and new product ideas, and these are based on struggles that I'm having or I have had in the past and how I am resolving them or have resolved them already. So let's look at section number 2, which is the gratitude goal update. Gratitude goals are goals that can't be controlled, and in particular revenue goals. Please note I am only reporting my revenue for my Kath Kyle brand. My other businesses generate a lot of passive income, which is what I use to pay for my online business tools, which I share across all of my businesses. For my new brand, I want to start reporting from the very first month I made any money to take you on my journey from making nothing to growing in the future. And I created one income report focusing on 1 month of revenue from my health blog. And I also show you all of my expenses that I pay for across all of my businesses. And you can get the link for that in my blog post. So here is my income that I made this month in my Kath Kyle brand. I made a total of $147 in my second month in business. I sold 3 of my Stamp Goals book, and I sold 1 of my Dream Business Blueprint courses. My revenue decreased from the previous month. Last month I made $337, so this is not the direction I want my revenue to go in. To be honest, I really don't want to report this income as it's gone backwards and is next to nothing. But I made a commitment to do this, and I think it will help all of us in the future when we can look back and see that things didn't take off in the way that I wanted them to straight away. So what did I do differently this month? What could have caused this decrease? I didn't have any kind of launch at all. I didn't do any big promotion. So here is the main problem. If I don't focus on promoting anything, it's not going to be very likely that I will sell very much. I did have a welcome series that sold my Dream Business Blueprint automatically, so I was thinking that some of that would lead to sales. But the more I thought about that welcome series, the more it just didn't feel right to me. In my email welcome series, I was launching straight into a promotion without providing very much value first. So what I've decided to do instead is to do a very short welcome series of just 3 emails that provide a massive amount of value. And then after that, people will get 2 emails per week from me that also provide a huge amount of value from me. And then I will do a monthly launch for one of my products. And this feels like a much better balance to me. So that is what I was working on this month. And as a result of only just executing my regular content plan, I forgot that I had decided to do a launch every month. So no launch equals not so much money made. And my email list is still really small. And this is the main place that I've been doing any selling. So I need to focus on reaching more people in the future. And I think most of the few hundred people on my email list have already seen a promotion for Dream Business Blueprint very, very recently. And there was only a handful of people joining, so the fact that I got 1 sale of Dream Business Blueprint with no major launch is a miracle as far as I'm concerned. So I'm still really happy with that because I feel like I'm still on track and I'm still making sales. So it's all good. I was originally going to just launch my new book Stamp Goals in January, but I decided to get it out right after Christmas, as I know that people start thinking about their goals soon after Christmas. So I'm happy with the fact that I sold a few of my books already, and that has given me a lot of confidence that people are actually willing to part with money for my book. And as I always say, if I can sell 1, I can sell 1,000. My Facebook ads didn't seem to be doing very well, so I have paused those for now. Ad prices go through the roof in December, so it's no surprise that I'm reaching less people for the same price, as competition for ad spaces is very high in December. So for now, I've paused my Facebook ads. And as soon as I get some reviews written about my book, I'm going to start some Amazon ads and see how they do. Although my revenue went down, I am over the moon that I got my book published. This is a major achievement for me, and although I don't have a massive audience to promote the book to just yet, and I don't have a launch team to write me loads of reviews, I am not going to give up on this book, because I 100% believe that this book can help anyone to achieve their business goals, no matter what stage they are at with their business. And I am going to keep mentioning my book because it is my core product and I know how valuable it is. I see this as a marathon, not a sprint. So moving on to section number 3, which is the giving goal update. Giving goals are goals focused on what you are offering for sale, what you are giving in return for money. My 2 main giving goals were to publish my Stamp Goals book, which I am so happy that I achieved, And my other giving goal was to automate sales from my planning workshop, which is what I have also achieved. So I feel like my business is set up exactly as I want it to right now. And part of the process of me publishing my book was to create a workshop that teaches some of the content in the book, helps people to set their 3G goals, and then mentions the book at the end of the workshop. And I'm very happy with how this workshop turns out because I think it can really help people. And I achieved an amazing amount this month, and I'm really pleased with my progress. Let's move on to section number 4, which is the growing goal update. Growing goals are focused on personal growth. As part of my growing goals, I have been doing some inner child work, which involves looking back into your childhood to see if you picked up any beliefs that are holding you back from success. And I identified quite a lot, so I've been working through one issue at a time, starting with the belief that I'm too stupid to be successful. And the way in which I've been feeling stupid is around general knowledge and current affairs, and it is to be expected that I would feel like this because I don't watch the news and I have no interest at all in keeping up with politics or any of that kind of thing. And I don't feel stupid in every single way, but I'm certainly not somebody you would want on your team in a pub quiz because I literally wouldn't be able to answer any of the questions. So I have been working on processing that to the point where I am not fazed by saying this in public. So I'm saying this in public right now, and I don't mind at all. It is not having any kind of emotional reaction for me. And I also believe that I am smart in a lot of other ways, and I can definitely recognize my strengths and weaknesses without becoming emotional about them anymore. Feeling stupid is something that would really used to trigger me, but now that I've brought it to the surface, I have confronted it head on and let it go, and I feel fine about this now. I've also set myself some boundaries in place with this, and I've decided that I'm no longer going to go to any pub quizzes or play any trivia games. Not that I do these kind of things very often, and certainly not in the middle of a lockdown, but there are lots of online pub quizzes at the moment and trivia games and things, and in the future I will just politely sit them out. I have a very focused mind, and I get very obsessed with particular subjects, and I want to know everything about those subjects. Therefore, I get really deep on subjects that I love, such as business and spirituality and personal development, but my general knowledge definitely takes a back seat as a result. Moving on to section number 5, success signs. Success signs are things that worked well, things that enabled you to reach your goals, and things that you enjoyed working on, but also things that you experimented with, even if you haven't seen any results from them yet. And my new stamp plan is continuing to work very well. I now focus on creating content first, and I don't allow myself to work on any other tasks for the month until the content for the next month is created. Although I love creating content, I also love completing projects and such as creating new products and getting them ready for sale. So focusing on my content first gives me something else to look forward to, a different type of work during the second half of the month. And now that I have regular, consistent, good quality content going out twice a week, I am finally seeing an increase across the board with all of my marketing channels. The biggest increases that I've seen this month are with my new YouTube Shorts account, which is the account that I use just for my short vertical videos, a bit like TikTok videos or Instagram Reels, and I share the same ones across all of the platforms. And I decided to keep these short videos separate from my main YouTube account as an experiment to see which one grew quicker, and the short account is definitely winning by a long way. Although I only started my shorts channel at the end of last month, it grew from 6 views to 7,600 views, which is very high. I've already more than doubled the number of subscribers I have on my shorts account compared to my long content YouTube account in just 1 month. So this growth is crazy high. And it just takes one viral piece of content to set you up for life in business. In business, 10% of your efforts will yield 90% of your results. So most of your content will fall on deaf ears, unfortunately, and that's to be expected. But it just takes 1 or 2 pieces of content to absolutely blow up, and you'll find yourself with more success than you ever imagined was possible. So how do we increase our chances of getting these viral pieces of content that really explode your growth? By publishing consistent, good quality content. The more often you publish, the more of a chance you have of hitting the jackpot. And when you get there, your new massive audience will want to check out the rest of your content. So all of your content will get a boost. And that's why you want to make sure that all of your content is good quality, because if it's not, your new audience will leave and they won't come back. But if you prove that you're in it for the long haul with a proven backlog of good quality content, then you'll have thousands of true fans for life. Section number 6, success blockers. Success blockers are things that are blocking your success and stopping you reaching your goals. I feel like engagement was missing for me this month. I was so focused on getting my book launched that I didn't reach out to anyone new to engage with anyone. The reason why I've not done this is because I felt I've run out of time. And when I look at the reason that I've run out of time, it's because I've been focusing on creating content for all of my working day. I have been making my content far too long, which hasn't led to having a balanced business. My blog posts have been around 5,000 words long each, which is really crazy. And that, a lot of people publish books that are that length. So this is why I'm saying that I'm publishing good quality content, because I'm putting so much effort into my content. And because I use my blog posts as my basis for creating my videos and podcasts, they have also been really long. So I need to reduce the size of each content piece and have more time for engagement. And as already mentioned, my lack of launch was probably responsible for my decrease in sales this month. So what have I been avoiding? I have been avoiding coaching people. I keep hearing about how you need to coach people. For some reason, I follow a lot of coaches, and all of the podcasters that I listen to coach people. So I feel like this is something that I need to consider carefully in the future. I also feel like I put far too much emphasis on sales this month and felt quite negative as my Cath Kyle sales were so low. And I have to remind myself that money comes in so many different ways and not just through sales. My other businesses have numerous income streams, so perhaps that's something I need to focus more on. Section number 7, my feelings about this month. I felt so good about getting my book published finally. I wrote that book so quickly and decided not to launch it until January, so I've been sitting on this book for a very long time, which is not something that I generally do with products, and it feels so good to be able to provide so much value to people at a price that is affordable for everyone. And I also feel good that I've now got regular content that leads people directly to my book again. But I felt really bad about my low sales this month. Most of the month went by without selling anything at all in my Cath Kyle brand, so this was a big testing time for me. I responded by putting all of my efforts into my giving goals and working on my money mindset, and I've made some progress, but I still have a long way to go. I'm learning so much that I can help other people with in the future, which is a very positive thing, but I know that I won't feel comfortable to really help people with their money mindset until I start to get results that are a little bigger than what I'm getting right now with this brand. I got a little bit tested by the book publishing process as I was working with someone, and my book kept on being rejected by Amazon over and over again for formatting issues, which is what I paid someone else to do. And it was like a daily frustration that went on for weeks and weeks all across Christmas, and I got really frustrated as it was taking so long. And I don't usually like to work over Christmas, but I was launching my book during that time, so that's why I did a lot more work than I would usually do. Section number 8, improvements. I am always going to have a launch every month from now on. I am going to focus 1 hour every day on engaging with new people who I can help with my business. I'm going to consider coaching in the future, but not until I've moved house in February. I am going to focus on being calmer. I think I need to think about getting a coach myself, but again, I'm not going to think about this until I've moved house. I am going to create a new product specifically for testing Facebook ads with so I can see how well they're working. And I'm going to increase the size of my emails by providing more value in each email. And I'm going to give more free gifts to my email list to say thank you for opening my emails. And I also want to decrease the size of my content, but I want to be a bit more chatty at the start of my podcast and start to do much more personal updates. If my content is shorter, I can fit in more of these personal updates, which I personally love when I listen to other people's podcasts, so I want to do the same thing myself. Section number 9, time savers. So what will save me time? Writing shorter content will save me time. Section number 10, commitments. What am I committed to? I am still committed to creating 2 content pieces per week. I am committed to getting my Stamp Goals book ready to launch officially in January. I am committed to investing a certain amount of money each month in the stock market and regularly increasing this investment. I am committing to getting 2 months worth of work done in 1 month to get ahead before I move house. I am recommitting to 1 hour of personal development in the morning and the evening, and this is what I do every single day, and I'm still committed to it. So now that you have seen how valuable it is to do a monthly reflection session to keep yourself accountable and resolve any negative thinking that you have around your business, you might be wondering how you can start doing your own monthly reflection sessions. And I have created a Stamp Reflection workbook for business growth to help you work through these questions yourself. This Stamp Reflection workbook is available as part of the free Stamp Book bonus bundle for those who purchase my Stamp Goals book. And the reason I added it to the book bonus bundle is because I explain how to do these reflection sessions in my Stamp Goals book. And I also have a shorter weekly reflection session as part of my Stamp workbook, which is also one of the free bonuses you get when you buy the book. And in my book, I show you where you've been going wrong with goal setting, how to transform your business by setting the right types of goals, how to make sure you achieve your goals every time, and how to make a plan for achieving goals that will lead to success, and how to make goal achievement a habit. So you can learn more about the Stamp Goals book by going to kathkyle.com/Stamp Goals, or click the link around this content piece. And while you're waiting for your copy of Stamp Goals book to arrive, you can start taking practical action in your business today. So go and watch my free workshop called How to Plan Your Dream 6-Figure Business in 30 Days. In this free workshop, I show you how to plan your dream 6-figure business in 30 days that fits your personality, desires, and ideal lifestyle, and make money from a brand new business even if you have no experience or product to sell. And this workshop is valued at $77 and is part of my Dream Business Blueprint course. And I am giving you free access to this workshop and an associated workbook for a limited time only. And you can get access to that by going to kathkyle.com/blueprint. You are going to be so glad that you did. And next time I am going to be sharing some ninja ways to manifest money, which work immediately. So make sure you subscribe to my podcast, Manifest Business Success, my YouTube channel, Kath Kyle, and follow me on Instagram at Kath_Kyle so you don't miss that. And I will let you know via email when my next piece of content has arrived. And I'm currently giving away 4 brand new free gifts each month to my email subscribers, so don't miss that. And you can subscribe to my email list by opting into any of my free gifts, such as my free Manifestation Milestones board pack. This free Manifestation Milestones board pack is the ultimate motivator to help you manifest more business success. From this one pack, you can create both a vision board and an achievement board to help you feel good about what you've already achieved and manifest even more. And this Manifestation Milestones board printables pack will help you recognize and celebrate all of the amazing milestones and goals that you are achieving in your business, which is so exciting. And you can get that by going to kathkyle.com milestones. And now it's your turn to go and put your stamp on the world.